Welcome to the Week 6 NFL Recap, produced and presented by Freestyle Sports Media. Let's get right into the 1 o'clock slate with maybe the game of the day, Texans at Titans. Crazy game start to finish. We're going to pick it up in the fourth quarter here. Titans trail by 2 on deep in their own territory until they hand the ball off to star running back Derrick Henry, who breaks through the line, makes one cut in the open field. He's gone on a 94-yard touchdown run. Henry's best known for his size and his strength. It's easy to forget about that breakaway speed that gives the Titans the lead. Houston comes right back. Very next drive, Deshaun Watson at midfield, drops back, finds Will Fuller down the left sideline deep in the end zone for a 53-yard score to give the lead back to the Texans. Last play of regulation here, Texans up a score until Ryan Tannehill finds A.J. Brown in the back corner of the end zone. You see on the replay, he gets a foot and a knee down to tie it up. We're headed to overtime. First drive of overtime, Titans march right down the field, get Derrick Henry in a wildcat formation, looks to the right, cuts back to the left, and puts it in the end zone for 6 and the win. Titans 42, Texans 36. On to Ravens Eagles now, and someone please tell me, can anyone else in the NFL make this play other than Lamar Jackson? Rolls to his right, shuffles his feet, buys time against 2 defenders, and finds Nick Boyle on the 3-yard line, who dives into the end zone for the score. Ravens up big with the ball now. Lamar's still cooking, drops back to pass on a 2nd and 17 play, but doesn't like what he sees. Steps up into the pocket and says, you know what, I can take this myself. Scrambles for a big gain and a first down. All credit goes to the Eagles, though. They would not go away. Carson Wentz hands it off to Miles Sanders, who takes it down the left sideline for a big gain. He's got his eyes set on the end zone, but is tackled inside the 5-yard line. Fumbles the ball, rolls into the end zone, only to be picked up by J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for the score for Philadelphia. Early in the fourth, Wentz trying to make some magic happen, flushed out of the pocket to his right, finds Jason Kroom wide open in the front corner of the end zone for 6. Eagles add a couple more scores to make it a tight one, but Ravens hold on 30-28. Falcons-Vikings, this one was all Atlanta from the jump. First play from scrimmage, Kirk Cousins drops back to pass, looks over the middle but finds nothing but white jerseys. That's Deion Jones with the interception. Ensuing Falcons drive, Matt Ryan drops back to pass, finds his old friend Julio Jones in the front corner of the end zone for Jones' first touchdown of the year. It wouldn't be his last though, Falcons up 7-0. Later in the half, Ryan shares the love, drops back to pass, finds his other big Alabama wide receiver, Calvin Ridley, for the score. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ryan looks like he's going to scramble, but instead pulls up and finds Julio Jones again. Jones gets on his high horse and tightrope walks down the left sideline for a second touchdown of the day. Falcons get their first win, 40-23. That one was all Atlanta. This one's all Pittsburgh. Browns Steelers already down 3. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass, looks over the middle and finds Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's bringing it the other way. Fitzpatrick returns it to the house. Steelers go up 10 early. Still up 10. Big Ben with the ball shows he's still got the deep ball in him. Looks down the left sideline for new toy Chase Claypool for the big game. That one would result in a touchdown, but the Steelers weren't done yet. Ben with the ball again, looks to his right this time and finds James Washington for the score. Steelers go up 24-0. Steelers threatening again, up 24-7. Ben hands it off to Claypool on the jet sweep, who finds the pylon for another touchdown, his 5th in just 2 weeks. Steelers by a mile, 38-7. On to another AFC North squad, Bengals visiting the Colts, and they came ready. Already up 2 scores, Joe Burrow finds T. Higgins down the right sideline for a huge gain. That would set up a touchdown and spot Cincy a 21-point lead. Indy coming back though, Trey Burton in the Wildcat takes a direct snap, fakes the handoff, and plunges through the line to get the Colts on the board. Still in the first half, threatening again, Rivers back in the gun, looks to his left, finds Burton in the front corner of the end zone, taps his toes to reduce it to a 10-point deficit. Down just 6 now, first play of the fourth quarter, Rivers looks to the other corner of the end zone, finds his other tight end, Jack Doyle, to take the lead. Burrow would have a chance in the last minute, needs a touchdown, but instead throws the game-clinching pick to Julian Blackmon. Colts come back from 21 down to win this one 31-27. Lions-Jags, we got another blowout, but it's the old guy getting it done early. Adrian Peterson with the score in the first quarter to give the Lions a lead. Second quarter, back on the goal line. This time it's Detroit's other running back, DeAndre Swift, who goes up and over, makes it 14-3 Detroit. Jacksonville trying to get anything going here. Gardner Minshew drops back, sees some green, steps up, and takes it himself into the end zone for the score. He's fired up, but on the ensuing Lions drive, Matt Stafford turns around, hands it to DeAndre Swift again, keeps the legs churned for his second score of the day. Lions take this one 34-16. Bears-Panthers, this was a good one. Starts with Foles dropping back, finding Cole Kmet in the end zone. Somehow he squeezed it in between all those blue jerseys to give the Bears the early lead. Not a ton of scoring after that. We'll pick it up in the third, 13-6. Check out Robbie Anderson with the diving catch. Nice play from him, but it doesn't result in any points for the Panthers. In fact, it's Nick Foles of the Bears with the sneak to go up 2 scores at the end of the third. Carolina comes back with a goal line formation of their own, though. It's Mike Davis up the middle and bring it back to a 1-score game. Teddy with a chance to be a hero looking over the middle, but instead throws a game-ending pick. Bears improve to 5-1 on this 23-16 win. Football team going to New York. Danny Dimes getting it done. Finds Darius Slayton for the early touchdown, go up 10-0. Closing seconds of the first half, 13-3, and it's Twinkle Toes Logan Thomas touching down in the back corner of the end zone, make it a 3-point game at the break. Tie game late, Giants bring the pressure on Kyle Allen, strip sack, scoop, score. Tay Crowder with the touchdown to put the Giants up 7 in the last 3 minutes of the game. Washington drives all the way down the field late, scores what would be the game-tying touchdown, but they say no, let's not go to overtime, we're going to end it here, go for 2. Maybe not the best decision. Giants take this one 20-19. Broncos coming to Foxborough. Man, this one was ugly. Cam Newton drops back to pass, ball swatted, tipped up in the air. Deshaun Williams lays out for the big man pick. Later in the game, Denver's D gets it done again. Newton finds Ryan Izzo over the middle, only for the ball to be poked out. Denver recovers, another turnover. Later in the game, Newton back to work. Pat's somehow only down by 15, but he's picked off again, this time by Bryce Callahan. 3 turnovers on the day for New England. They fall to Denver 18-12. Patriots fans can take solace in this, though. In a day filled with blowouts, what do we think happened to the Jets? Miami, Fitzmagic, Adam Shaheen for 7. Fitzmagic back at work in the second. This time it's Preston Williams to go up 14-0. And before the half, just for good measure, it's Durham Smythe to go up 21-0. Final in this one, 24-0, Dolphins over Jets. Green Bay in Tampa Bay, Rodgers gets out to an early lead, and then this. Jamel Dean brings it back to the house off Rodgers, and it was all downhill from there. Rodgers back to pass again, finds the wrong team again. This time it's Mike Edwards with the pick. Almost brings it back to the house, finally brought down at about the 2-yard line. Later in the half, Brady takes a bad snap, but it don't matter. Finds Tyler Johnson in the back corner of the end zone to go up 21-10. And squeezing in another one before halftime, it's Brady, it's Gronk, a tale as old as time. Touchdown, 6 points, whatever you want to call it. Bucks rout the Packers 38-10. Rams at Niners, Sunday Night Football. Niners drive right down the field, first drive of the game. Jimmy Garoppolo back in after being benched last week with a shovel pass to Deebo Samuel to go up 7-0. Second quarter now, still 7-0. Fourth down, Garoppolo finds big tight end George Kittle, who gets away from his man, takes it all the way in for a 44-yard touchdown to go up 2 scores. LA wants to make it interesting. Jared Goff comes right back with a touchdown pass of his own to wide out Robert Woods. Missed extra point makes it 14-6 San Francisco. Goff looking to hang more on the board, but finds Jason Verrett in the end zone for the interception instead. San Francisco hangs on to this one 24-16. This has been your Week 6 Sunday NFL recap presented by Freestyle Sports Media. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check back next week for Week 7. See you then.